Hey guys, so okay, I've been having some bleeding, um, vaginally. I've been bleeding, and this started the day after surgery, but it was very, very light, and it was like I mean, just very light. It wasn't even really blood. It was almost like it was a clear liquid tinged with blood, so it was like pink, a pale pink, discharging the first day after surgery, and then it gradually increased over over the past couple of days. Cameras here. Over the past couple of days, so that's what's going on. Working on a video in the background so you can see that. But yeah, okay. So that's what's going on. I got a little concerned because my doctor said that, I should have some bleeding, but it shouldn't be too much. But, it's kind of steady, almost as if I were on my period. And so I ended up calling the doctor's office because I got a little concerned. So the doctor nurse said that it's really nothing to be concerned about, that it's normal to bleed after a myomectomy. She said, if anything, it possibly could have triggered my period to start early. And actually, my period is due to start on in a week. So it's due to start in a week. Yeah. So that makes me feel better. And then, of course, I've been looking online and I've been, just looking at different articles as to whether it's normal to have bleeding after surgery, and apparently it is. My hair is crazy. As you can see, I took my twist down, so now it's kind of all over my head. But yeah, so that's what's going on. I'm still a little sore. Um, so I just got to take it easy and take care of myself. I had a bowel movement. I had some watermelon, and the watermelon is actually what caused the bowel movement. Cameras there. Is actually, yeah, caused the watermelon is what caused me to have a bowel movement. So I'm excited about that. Yesterday was my first bowel movement post surgery. So I'm gonna keep eating melon and a lot of fruit actually. But my husband did go to get us some breakfast from Cracker Barrel. I'm gonna eat some eggs. I'm gonna eat some hash brown and maybe some fruit. So I'm just trying to get some on my stomach, but that's what I'm gonna eat. And then I'm gonna eat fruit and veggies for the rest of the day. Raw fruit and veggies for the rest of the day. So yeah, I'm gonna keep you guys posted about everything, about how I'm doing, about the progress. So yeah, that's it. Just checking in.
It normally loosens my bowels.
Hmm. Orange juice.
Mm-hmm.
See, I be needing fiber and fruit.
Well, orange juice comes from oranges. Oh.
And as a snack, I got some popcorn. This is just popcorn that I popped before I went to the hospital. It's still fresh because I had the top on it, and I seasoned it really well with uh, some some sea salt and some garlic powder, onion powder. What else did I season this up with? A little bit of cayenne. This is my gourmet popcorn, and it's delicious. This is the sweetest thing, you guys. So this just came in the mail. My friend, I just casually mentioned that I was having surgery, myomectomy, and she sent me this from Amazon. It's so sweet. Send me this Whole Foods $50 gift card. She knows me way too well. This is perfect. I can use to buy some more fruit and veggies and whatever my husband may want. Of course, this can go really fast at Whole Foods, but it's so sweet. Okay, so these are my medications, and I haven't taken these in 2 days. Not because I'm trying to be strong or anything, but because I haven't really needed them. These are pain meds, so I haven't really needed them. Yeah. Okay, so this is day 5 post-op. So here I am, day 5 post-op. I get winded really fast. Yeah, I get winded really fast. And I've been walking around the house. Yesterday, which was Saturday, I laid in bed all day long. I probably got up maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours out of the 24 hours that I spent in bed. That was to shower and to just walk around the house. And I did some very light housework as well. And then when I talk, I notice that I get winded. So even now I'm just kind of breathing, you know, a little faster than I normally would be. But yesterday, my husband washed dishes. So, but he has this crazy habit of he'll wash the dishes and then he'll leave the dishes all on the counter for like a day because he's like, I'm letting them dry. But I'm like, baby, after 24 hours, the dishes are dry. You know, part of washing the dishes is you have to put them up. I'm talking about you, just in case he's listening. So I went out and in the kitchen and I just kind of put the dishes up because they were dry by then. So I put them up. I don't do a whole lot of like reaching, bending, and stretching. I do some just to kind of, you know, test how my body is, where I am, and stuff with that. But, you know, not a whole lot. And if I need to pick up something off the floor, I'll squat and pick it up, and then I'll, you know, lift it back up like that. I don't lift anything that's heavy. I don't lift anything that's heavy, like my computer. It sits on like this laptop. What do you call that thing? It's like a laptop lap thing, like a laptop thing. Basically, I lay it in my lap, and my laptop sits on top of it. But it's like speakers, so I can plug the laptop lap thing speaker up to my laptop, and it's speakers. I can hear it from the sides. But it's a little bit too heavy for me to be lifting right now. When I try to lift it, my husband gets mad, so I don't want to, you know, and I understand that because I don't want any relapses. I want none of it. So those are the things that I lift. And this is what I've been eating and drinking most of. Yesterday I had blueberry smoothie, I had watermelon, I had cherries. I don't think I had any oranges, but we have some in there. I was going to eat those. So I've been eating mostly fruit, and I've been having good bowel movements ever since I left the hospital because I eat mostly fruit. Now, I do eat some like traditional American food. Like my friend, he made my husband and I this seafood pasta before I went to the hospital to have the surgery. So it's been in the fridge for a couple of days, and my husband and I ate that yesterday. But then afterwards, like after that digested, I ate fruit, and it, you know, I had a good bowel movement. So, but for the most part, I've been drinking smoothies, eating fruit, because I want to help my body recuperate, you know, as much as possible. Okay, so here's my belly. As you can see, it's bloated. But I've been using my Humble Beginnings. I can't use my Humble Beginnings on my scar, which is down here, the bikini scar. But I do use it like up here. I use it like up here. So, you know, it won't get dry. because when it gets dry, it starts to itch, and I don't like that. You know, I get the scratching, and I don't want no stretch marks. I don't want no scars. I mean, if I get them, I can deal with them, especially when I get pregnant. But like, you know, for like over this, no. So I take care of my skin integrity, or maintain my skin integrity. But right now, this is my stomach. 5 days post-op. I'm still bloated, but that's to be expected, I suppose. I was told that the bloating could last anywhere from like 1 to 3 months. So that is what it is. So that's where I am now, looking at that. And then this right here, like, it's hard to describe. It's like, it's numb, but it's not numb. Like, I can feel it, but the sensation is kind of weird when I rub my hand, like right there. And for those who are, you know, wondering, my incision site is like right here. That's what they call a bikini cut. And my doctor was like, "Oh, you're gonna be bikini ready once the swelling go down and you heal." But that's the swelling right now. Like, I can't believe in a couple of months I'll be able to look at my belly with no, you know, fibroids in there. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's where I am, guys. This is 5 days post-op. Let me sit down because I'm starting to, my breathing's starting to get labored. So I'll keep you posted. I'm surprised he's not fussing at me, y'all, because he's making me a nice blueberry smoothie. Just blueberries, coconut water, and blend it up. Hey guys, okay, so it has officially been 2 weeks since I had my surgery, and I just want the report. So this is my 2 week report. Things have been going really well. Things have been going really smooth. I'm still a little sore, of course. My tummy's sore, but it's more like, I mean, of course there's some internal soreness, but it's more like the actual outside of my tummy, which is sore, like the part where I can rub my hands across my belly, like that part is sore. The sensations there are really weird right now, but I've been doing some research, and also according to my doctor, the nerves there are going to be a bit off for a while because they have been damaged in the whole surgery process. But let me not scare anyone. Not so much as damaged, but so much as not so much as damaged, but I would say altered. The nerves have been altered. And even my husband, who has had abdominal surgery before, he told me that it's going to be like that for maybe a couple of months. But the sensations will eventually return. Everything will balance itself out. So that's good, because the area between my belly button and my incision site, that's the area that is, I mean, it's like highly sensitive. It's so sensitive to the point where it hurts a little bit when I rub when my clothes rub against that belly, my lower belly, and when my hands rub against it. It's getting better each day. I don't know if it's getting better each day or I'm getting used to it, but I think I'm gonna go with it's getting better. It really is getting better, because at one point it was so sensitive to the touch that I couldn't, I mean, to rub my hands across my belly, it hurt. So I would have to like raise my shirt up all the way up to like my bra area, raise it up to here, so that area could be bare. So it couldn't have any article of clothing or like the covers just rubbing up against it, because it was just, the sensations were just nutty. So there is that. There is that. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, my incision site. So the cut, there's the cut of my incision site, and just like, so let's say this is my incision right here, like the area that's like right here, like right above my incision site, is kind of numb, which startled me. So Of course, I did some research, and it turns out that that area, all of that stuff is going to return to normal. It just takes a while. It's probably going to take a couple of months, maybe a few months, but eventually the sensations and stuff will return because the area, I've been cut open, and so those nerves there have been um, shocked and just altered. So it's going to take a while for it to return to normal. Now I can feel that area, like, but it's almost as if the feeling, the sensation is far away. It's not like right here. I can touch, when I touch myself, I can feel that. That's no problem. But the incision site and the area like above it, it's like I can feel the incision site, but the area above the incision site is like almost numb. So when I touch it, I can feel it, but it's like the sensation is from a distance, if that makes sense. It's pretty much, I mean, it's kind of numb. So that's something to be on the lookout for, ladies. But other than that, things have been progressing really well. I've been doing really well. I have lost my appetite. I haven't had a big appetite as of late. And I realized the reason for that. I was talking to my husband. We were at the grocery store. He will not let me go anywhere. He will not let me drive, even though it's been 2 weeks. So he drives me everywhere. And he has my family to take me wherever I need to go. Because he's like, no, you can't be out by yourself. And I understand that. He's like, it's too dangerous. People are crazy. You're a young woman. You're small. You be out by yourself. And, especially now where you can't run like you used to. Or, you may not be able to, you can't defend yourself the way that you normally would be able to defend yourself. So he doesn't want me to go anywhere by myself. So I get that. So I've been laying low in the house, and I will go out and walking and stuff, but for the most part I've been at home recuperating and chilling. I'm able to cook a little bit now, but like I really want some like potato soup and stuff, but that takes a lot. I mean, I have to stand on my feet for at least an hour and a half in order to make potato soup. And like I'm testing those waters. So my husband and I went to the grocery store. I was up walking around and stuff, and that's good. I need to be up walking around. But I noticed that because it took a while. We were there for about an hour or so, and then when I got home, he wouldn't let me bring anything in the house, at least nothing heavy. And by the time we finished putting up stuff, like my mobility is a little it hasn't returned, of course, like me bending over and opening cabinets, like low cabinets, bending over, stuff like that. They require me, I'm still taking it easy with that, but I'm easing myself into it because, I have to, but I don't overextend myself. But anyway, so, when we got home, we put away these groceries, we doing all this. And by the time we were done with that, I was tired. I mean, I was like, my breathing was a little labored, just whereas, normally I would have a ton of energy. It would be no problem. So I don't know what's up with that, but maybe it's because I've gotten lazy these past couple of weeks and not doing a whole lot. I don't know. Or maybe it's because I was simply overextending myself. Or maybe it was because I was simply overextending myself. I'm not sure. But so there is that. And what else? Oh yeah. So anyway, I was telling my husband that my appetite hasn't been the greatest. I have noticed that I haven't been eating enough. I haven't been eating a whole lot. And part of that is because I haven't really been able to get up and go into the kitchen and cook myself anything, make myself anything. With the lifestyle that I live, I have to be in the kitchen quite a bit. I have to make my own food and stuff. And, so with surgery, that's pretty much a wrap. But now that it's been 2 weeks out, well, I'm just saying how things have been in these 2 weeks. of course I get stronger each day, but in the beginning I wasn't able to do that stuff. I wasn't able to do anything like that. So I had to depend on my husband. He would bring me food, but we would get like takeout food to eat out. I would, and I would still try to eat healthy because, I really want my recovery to be expeditious, and I want it to be full. And plus, it's me. I've all these years of eating healthy. It's up here now. It's like second nature. So that's all I want. I want healthy food. I want smoothies. I want fruit. I want salads. I want good stuff. I don't want junk food. I don't want burgers and fries and stuff. Although I have eaten some of those things. I've eaten like a turkey burger from Backyard Burgers, some fries. And I've had some Chick-fil-A, like chicken sandwich and some fries, and they're extremely sweet lemonade, which I know people gonna fight me about, because the lemonade, it used to be so good to me, but now I'm so sensitive to sweets. It's just entirely too sweet. So whenever I would eat that stuff, I wouldn't feel great. I mean, I would feel I notice a difference when I don't eat the way I should be eating. I notice a difference. My energy levels drop, and I start to feel a little malaise. I notice a difference. So all that to say, I haven't been able to be on my feet to cook anything. I've had to lay in the bed. And then, when it comes to eating, I would eat fruit. I would eat smoothies and stuff. But with me laying around, I'm not extending a whole lot of energy. So I'm not really building up an appetite. So I'm not, I wasn't really hungry versus when I was before surgery, when I was working. Because I have a very physical job. When I was working, I'm up, I'm about, I'm moving around, I'm picking up heavy stuff, and I'm working up an appetite. So I'm eating throughout the day. But now I'm just sitting on my butt and chilling. I don't have much of an appetite. And even when I do have an appetite, I'm like, well, I don't really want a smoothie right now. I do want something kind of savory, but I don't know what. So there's that. And yeah, so, and then there's another reason why my appetite has changed and why I haven't eaten a whole lot. It has to do with my mentality, because I have spent the past, I don't know how many years. Honestly, I was diagnosed with fibroids in 2015. So I've been battling with fibroids since then, probably longer, because I don't know how long fibroids have been creeping up on me. But I really started like the whole health and wellness journey back in 2000 and probably 8. And but back then I was just kind of, I was very wishy-washy with my diet, with my habits. But still, I started that journey. So I've been doing this for a while. So it's become second nature to only want good stuff. And not only that, but the things that you learn about your health and the food that you eat, it sticks in your mind, such as don't eat anything heavy after like 7, or dietary principles. Don't eat these foods together. Don't eat fruit. Always eat fruit on an empty stomach. Don't mix fruit with any other food. Eat fruit by itself. And things of that nature, and then not only that, but too much meat can constipate you. Don't eat too much meat, because a lot of meat has because my husband because meat has a lot of parasites in them. And eat a clean source of meat and stuff like that. So all of this stuff is going on in my head, and I'm like, I'm recovering from surgery. I don't want to eat a whole bunch of junk food, because I want my bowels to still be moving. I need my body to function as closely to normal as possible. So I need to keep my eating clean and clear. And it got to a point where I kind of started to scare myself with all these dietary rules and principles, and and plus, like, I would pray, and the Lord would show me how I was operating in fear. I wasn't trusting Him. I wasn't trusting any of the lessons that I've learned spiritually as of late. Like, just praying and warfaring and keeping your spiritual life clean, and to ward off the spirit of infirmity or the spirit of sickness, because I'm like, I do not want to go through that again. So I'm gonna eat perfectly. I want to eat perfectly. I keep looking here, but the camera's here, my bad. So I want to eat perfectly. I want everything to be perfect, but in doing so I scared myself, and it got to a point where I will consider food, and I'm like, I don't want that, because if I eat that, it could contribute to fibroids growing back, because fibroids have a high chance of growing back, and all this stuff. So that's something I do want you ladies to be, aware of, especially if you're really, really heavily into health and wellness and you do have this surgery. Watch your internal dialogue to yourself, especially when it comes to food, because like one of the lessons that I kind of took to heart and that I realized is like, okay, I have to consider the scriptures. I have to consider what God promised me. He promised me healing. He promised, it's a lot of things that I do that He promised good rewards for. Like, He will bless the righteous, and with favor shall He encompass them about. And He will bless the fruit of my body. The curse causeless cannot come. Things of that nature. So keeping my spiritual life clean and pure and good. And also, taking care of myself physically, but trusting in the spiritual, trust and paying attention to my dreams and understanding what they mean. All these years of battling fibroids, eating right, and learning how to warfare, learning how to interpret my dreams, and learning how important my dreams are, our dreams are, to our life. All of that stuff, I have to take those lessons and operate in faith. So, if I do eat a turkey burger, it's not going to kill me. I could just eat a salad, or eat, drink some smoothies, or, spend the next day eating raw fruit and veggies or something like that, So there are ways to take care of myself physically and spiritually. Just, it's about operating in faith. And I realized that I wasn't for, probably a week or two. So just something to be aware of, you guys. But this is my 2-week post-op report. So I'm just letting you guys know how I'm doing and the things that I've experienced with surgery. My belly is looking fabulous. I was at the pool. I walked to the pool yesterday. It's not a far walk, because I'm just trying to build up my strength, and plus I needed to get out of the house, get some sunlight, that vitamin D, need that. And so I walked to the pool, and I was just laying there, just laying in the pool. Well, not laying in the pool, laying on my lounge yesterday, and these women walked by, three women, and they were looking at me. I was just laying there, my eyes closed, but of course I could hear them coming, and they were like, "Nice body," and I opened my eyes. I was just like, "Thanks," and so that was fabulous, like, because I can look at my body now, and the difference is just phenomenal. There is no more lumps, because when I had that fibroid in me, y'all, it was, I would go to the pool, I would lay on the lounge, and you could just see the mass in my tummy. And not only could you see the mass in my tummy, but I would look down at my belly as I'm laying outside sunbathing, and it'd be like pulsating, like it has a heartbeat. And it was just the most disgusting, ugly thing ever. And I'm like, you gotta go. Every day I spoke to that thing and I was like, you gotta go. You gotta go. You got to go. And it is gone. And so are its siblings. So I really do truly feel like my life has been given back to me after almost 6 years. After really longer than that, because I've been dealing with sickness for a long time. But this is my story. You know, that's not to say that you have to deal with sickness for a long time. But man, when you get that breakthrough, oh my God, wow, you know, I just feel so free and just awesome. So this is my 2-week report. I hope you guys found value in this video. I hope this video was informative to you. And until the next video, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.